University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, it's a War of the Roses tonight, or at least a minor skirmish, with a contest between teams representing universities in Lancashire and Yorkshire. The prize for the victors is a place in the second round. The losers might also qualify to play again if they're among the 4 highest scoring losing teams in these first round matches. Now, the University of Central Lancashire began life in 1828 as the Institution for the Diffusion of Useful Knowledge, founded by Joseph Livesey's Temperance Society, which in turn was born out of a pledge made by 7 working men from Preston never again to touch alcohol, a principle which is no doubt dear to the hearts of the current student population. It's been called many things over the years: the Harris Institute, Preston Polytechnic and Lancashire Poly, until it was awarded university status along with many other polys in the early 1990s. Let's meet the Central Lancashire team.
Hi, I'm Nick Hodder, I'm from Derby and I'm studying journalism.
Hello, I'm Eleanor Nichols, I'm from Bourneville in Birmingham studying physics.
And their captain.
Hi, my name is John T.H. Campbell, I'm from Inverness and I'm studying broadcast journalism with philosophy.
Hi, I'm Abigail Marr, I'm from Wigan and I'm studying forensic science.
The University of Sheffield grew out of 3 19th century institutions to become one of the original 6 civic universities to emerge in the industrial cities of England during the Victorian era. It received its charter from Edward VII in 1905. It now has over 26,000 students who, when not studying diligently, take part in various traditional activities, such as the 24-hour musical, for which, within that time period, they have to produce entirely from scratch a randomly selected musical. Tonight's performance should be rather less challenging for them, we hope. Let's meet them.
My name's Aditya Balachandra and I'm from Sugarland, Texas. I study law.
Hi, I'm Catherine Swindles. I'm from Oldham and I'm studying for a PhD in chemistry.
Their captain.
Hi, I'm Paul McKay. I'm from Belfast and I'm studying architecture.
My name's Phil Smith. I'm from Hastings and I'm studying linguistics.
Rules are the same as ever. 10 points for starters, 15 for bonuses, 5-point fines for incorrect interruptions to starter questions. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. The meanings of what 5-letter word include a grievance that is harboured and requires satisfaction, the written form of a composition for orchestral or vocal parts.
Sheffield Mackay.
Score.
Well done. Your bonuses, Sheffield, are on London railway stations. According to an unlikely folk tale, the Celtic ruler Boudicca is buried beneath a platform of which station, the roof of which was supposedly modelled on the Russian Tsar's riding school?
St Pancras.
No, it's King's Cross. Which mainline station close to Tower Hill was the first railway terminus to be built in the City of London and the first railway station to have a bookstall?
Liverpool Street.
No, it's Fenchurch Street. Which London station is the UK's largest by area and includes the Victory Arch, commemorating railwaymen who lost their lives in the 2 World Wars?
Waterloo.
Correct. 10 points for this starter question. Intended, according to the artist, to get under people's skin and make them feel slightly uncertain about what's going on in the world, the 2007 display Event Horizon, consisting of life-size casts of the artist...
Sheffield Mackay.
Anthony Gormley.
Correct. Your bonuses, Sheffield, are on an American thinker. Born in Massachusetts in 1817, who was the author of Walden, a series of essays describing his experiment in basic living in a cabin by Walden Pond near Concord?
Thoreau.
Correct. In an effort to protect the Walden Woods area so beloved of Thoreau, which member of the Eagles rock group organised a series of concerts in 1991 to raise money to preserve it?
Don Henley.
Correct. Meetings of the eponymous society of which 1989 film were opened with a quote from Thoreau's Walden?
Dead Poets Society.
Correct. Another starter question. The Great Seal of the United States depicts an eagle holding an olive branch, symbolising a desire for peace, and which other object symbolising...
Sheffield Balachandra.
A bundle of arrows.
Correct. Your bonuses, Sheffield, are on beaches. Firstly, for 5 points. UK charity dedicated to caring for our seas, shores and wildlife. For what do the initials MCS stand?
Oh, the Maritime and Coast Guard Service.
No, it's the Marine Conservation Society. In a 2007 survey of UK beaches by the MCS, what, to the nearest 100, was the average number of litter items per kilometre of beach? You can have 10% either way.
500.
Much, much worse than that. It was 2,000.
Oh dear.
Actually, 1,989 to be precise. Plastic pieces 1 centimetre to 50 centimetres comprise 13% of the items found. In second place, with 8.6%, were what personal hygiene item sometimes used for cleaning ears?
Oh, yeah, cotton bud.
Cotton buds is right. Right, another starter question here. A star of spectral class A15, lying only 8.6 light years from Earth, Alpha Canis Majoris, is the brightest star in the sky.
Sheffield Mackay.
The Great Dog.
No, I think you lose 5 points, and is more commonly known by what name?
Central Lancashire Ma.
Dog Star.
The Dog Star or Sirius is correct. OK, you're off the mark. Central Lancashire, your bonuses are on an invention. Inspired by the melting of a chocolate bar in his pocket, Percy Le Baron Spencer invented what device in 1945 while working on radar equipment for Raytheon?
The microwave.
Microwave oven, yes. The chocolate bar melted while he stood in front of what type of vacuum tube in which electrons generated in a cathode are affected by electric and magnetic fields to produce microwave radiation?
Not a clue.
X-ray tube.
It's a magnetron. Very high levels of microwave exposure can cause what damage specific to the lens of the eye due to lack of cooling blood flow to the area?
Is it cataract?
I think it is.
I think it might be cataract.
Cataracts.
Cataract is correct. 10 points for this. Which body of water has, according to recent estimates, seen its level fall by 23 metres, its area shrink by 74%, and its volume decrease by 90% as a result of the draining of its feeder rivers?
Sheffield Mackay.
The Aral Sea.
Correct. Your bonuses, Sheffield, are on human rights. Popularised by Amnesty International's founder, Peter Benenson, what three-word term describes a person who does not advocate violence but is held in custody because of their political, religious or other belief?
Prisoner of conscience.
Correct. Born in Bangladesh in 1956, who in 2001 became the first woman, the first Asian and the first Muslim to hold the position of Amnesty International Secretary-General?
Sorry, we don't know.
That was Irene Khan. And finally, for a possible 5, sentenced in 2003 to 25 years imprisonment, Dr. Oscar Elias Bisquet, founder of the human rights organisation, the Lawton Foundation, became a prominent Amnesty prisoner of conscience in which country of the Western Hemisphere?
United States.
It was Cuba. We're going to take our first picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a map. 10 points if you can identify the country highlighted.
Sheffield Mackay.
Laos.
It is Laos, yes. So for your bonuses, 3 more landlocked countries, 5 points for each if you can name them. Firstly for 5, A.
Mongolia.
Correct. And can you name B for 5?
It's Lesotho.
It is. And finally, can you identify C?
Paraguay.
Are you studying geography?
No.
That's very impressive. Good, well done. OK, 10 points for this. Which legendary figure of Celtic Britain is believed by some to have been a king in Colchester in the 3rd century AD?
Sheffield Balachanda.
King Arthur.
No, you lose 5 points. And by others to refer to the pre-Roman king Cunolobinus, from whom Shakespeare derived the character Cymbeline. Since the early 18th century, he's been celebrated in a nursery rhyme.
Central Lancashire Ma.
King Cole.
Correct, old King Cole is right. Your bonuses, Central Lancashire, are on literature. Daphne du Maurier's novels Rebecca, Jamaica Inn and Frenchman's Creek are all set in which county of England?
No, Jamaica.
It's Cornwall. At Cornwall.
Correct. Resident there from 1892. Which author used the Cornish seaport of Foy as the inspiration for the astonishing history of Troy Town, a novel he published under the pseudonym Q?
Not a clue.
Philip Larkin.
No, that was Sir Arthur Quiller Couch, long before Philip Larkin. From where the Coast Guard houses stood, one used to see below the hill the lichened branches of a wood, in summer silver, cool and still. These lines describing Trebetherick Point in Cornwall are by which poet, buried there in 1984?
A recent poet. Poet laureate. What's his name? We don't know.
That was Sir John Betjeman. 10 points for this. Answer as soon as you buzz to get the points. What is the British dictionary spelling of the word conscientious?
Sheffield Mackay.
CONSCIENTOUS.
No, anyone want to buzz from Central Lancashire?
Central Lancashire Ma.
CONSCIENTIOUS.
Correct. OK, your bonuses, Central Lancashire, are on traditions. By God's mercy, he was catched with a darkened lantern and burning match. Are lines from a traditional rhyme marking which historical event?
I think it's something to do with the seasons. The gunpowder plot.
Correct. Commemorating the burning of Protestant martyrs during the 1550s, the Cliff Society's No Popery banner and the burning of an effigy of the pontiff are bonfire night traditions in which Sussex town?
Sussex. I don't know Sussex.
I don't know Sussex at all, sorry.
We don't know.
It's Lewis. Thought to derive from ancient fire festivals to ward off evil spirits, the tradition of carrying flaming barrels through the streets on November the 5th is a part of a festival in which Devon town to the east of Exeter?
Torquay.
No, it's Ottery St Mary. 10 points for this. In human biology, the sliding filament model describes the way in which thick and thin filaments slide relative to each other in which tissue of the body?
Central Lancashire Campbell.
Muscle.
Correct. Your bonuses, Central Lancashire, are on a fruit. The fruit of Citrus aurantifolia gave rise to which American nickname for the British?
Limeys.
Limey, yes, is correct. Lime-induced chlorosis, a condition in which the young leaves of acid-loving plants on alkaline soils turn yellow, can be cured by the application of a treatment containing manganese and which common element?
Potassium.
No, it's iron. After the lime trees that line its pavements, what is the name of the thoroughfare in Berlin that ends in the Pariserplatz? Come on.
Lindenberg.
No, it's Unter den Linden. 10 points for this. Isabella Thorpe and her brother John, the former manipulative and shallow, the latter conceited and foolish, appear in which novel by Jane Austen?
Sheffield Smith.
Pride and Prejudice.
Central Lancashire. Anyone like to buzz there?
Central Lancashire Nichols.
Emma.
No, it's Northanger Abbey. 10 points for this. In 1980, which European country changed its constitution recognising cognatic primogeniture so that Princess Victoria, the reigning king's firstborn child, could eventually succeed to...
Sheffield Mackay.
Sweden.
Sweden is correct. Your bonuses, Sheffield, are on scientific notation. Firstly, for a possible 5, used by James Clerk Maxwell from 1865 and adopted by Einstein for his papers on relativity from 1905. What was the most common symbol for the speed of light in the 19th century?
V.
V is correct. In 1856, C was introduced in an electrodynamics force law equation and originally had a value equal to the speed of light times the square root of 2. Which 19th century German physicist gave his name to the equation?
Planck.
No, it's Weber. While Weber probably intended C to stand for constant, a 1959 article by Isaac Asimov was a major influence in the current belief that it stands for what Latin word meaning speed?
Celeritas.
Celeritas is correct, yes. Right, we're going to take a music round now. Your music starter is a piece of popular music. 10 points if you can identify the title of the track and the group performing.
I heard he sang.
Sheffield Smith.
Killing Me Softly by the Fugees.
Correct, yes. OK, for your music bonuses, you're going to hear 3 foreign language versions of Killing Me Softly. Just give me the language in each case.
Quelle parole che sento cercano dentro
It is Italian, yes. Let's see the second one now for a possible 5.
Sången han sjöng var min egen. Berättade allt om min tid.
Swedish.
It is Swedish, yes, and thankfully, finally.
French.
French? No, it's German. I was thinking you were rather clever up to that point. Right, 10 points for this. The full version of the Lord's Prayer that has become standard in church liturgy is recorded in which Gospel as part of the Sermon on the Mount?
Sheffield Smith.
Mark.
No, anyone to us from Central Lancashire?
Central Lancashire Mark.
Matthew.
Matthew is correct, yes. Right, Central Lancashire, you'll be delighted to hear your bonuses are on sporting injuries. For each of your bonuses, you'll hear a description of a sporting injury. I want you to tell me the footballer who sustained it. Firstly, a torn groin muscle sustained during a friendly match between Brentford and Stuttgart in April 2006.
Schweinsteiger.
Who?
Sebastian.
You just made that up, didn't you? No, it's Lloyd Owusu. Secondly, for 5 points, necessitating a 5th round of surgery, a lacerated cartilage in the right knee sustained during a Bayern Munich training session in 2006.
Owen Hargreaves.
Owen Hargreaves. Now, that was Sebastian Deisler. And finally, fractures to the base of the 4th metatarsal of the right foot, sustained in a Premiership fixture between Manchester United and Chelsea in April 2006.
Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this starter question. Whose 2006 novel The Mission Song has the theme of Western exploitation of Africa as its background, as does his earlier work, The Constant Gardener?
Sheffield Balachander.
John Le Carré.
John Le Carré is correct. Your bonuses are on Monday, Sheffield. Celebrated on Easter Monday, Dingus Day, when women are soaked with water by their male neighbours, is a festival that originates in which European country?
Belgium.
No, it's Poland. An annual folk tradition of rural England from medieval times, Plough Monday, was celebrated in which month of the year?
April.
No, it's January. Which former bank holiday was officially replaced in England and Wales in 1971 by a holiday on the last Monday in May? Come on.
Whitsunday.
No, it was a Monday. It says Whit Monday. Right, 10 points for this. I'm not giving you the points.
Okay.
10 points for this. What two-word term is generally used to refer to the apparent alignment of ancient monuments, megaliths and settlements?
Sheffield Mackay.
Ley lines.
Correct. Your bonuses are about books on English language. Firstly, for 5, according to its subtitle, Lynn Truss's book, Eats, Shoots and Leaves, takes what type of approach to punctuation?
No nonsense.
No, it's zero tolerance. Which noted linguist wrote The Fight for English, How Language Pundits Ate, Shot and Left, in which Truss is criticised for her zero tolerance approach?
David Crystal.
Correct. In The Fight for English, Crystal is also mildly critical of which broadcaster who wrote the book Lost for Words?
John Humphreys.
Correct. 10 points for this starter question. Independently studied by Leibniz and Newton, which branch of math...
Sheffield Mackay.
Calculus.
Well done. Your bonuses are on a philosopher, Sheffield. Que sais-je, or what do I know, is a saying associated with which French philosopher born 1533?
Pascal.
No, it's Montaigne. Give the word that completes this title of one of Montaigne's essays, that to philosophise is to learn to... what?
Think.
No, it's die. Give the word or words that complete the sense of this remark by Montaigne. Even on the most exalted throne in the world, we are only sitting on what?
Earth.
No, it's our own bottoms. Right, we're going to take our second picture round now. For your picture starter, I want you to tell me who's depicted in this painting.
Sheffield Smith.
Van Gogh.
It is, by Tom Keating. So bonuses, 3 more paintings of people smoking. 5 points if you can give me the artist's name. Firstly, for 5 points.
Cézanne.
It is Cézanne, yes. Secondly, who painted this?
Manet.
Come on, let's get a move on.
Manet.
No, it's Renoir. And finally,
Jesus. Was it Picasso?
come on.
Chagall.
No, it was
Chagall.
Picasso. Right, 10 points for this. The market and meeting place in towns and cities of ancient Rome was called the Forum. What name was given to the equivalent type of open place?
Sheffield Mackay.
Agora.
The Agora is correct, yes. In ancient Greece. Your bonuses are on former capital cities. Which city was the capital of the Kingdom of Italy between 1861 and 65?
Okay. Florence.
No, it was Turin. Which city was replaced by Abuja as the official capital of its country in 1991?
Lagos.
Correct. Which city was the capital of the United States of America from 1790 to 1800?
Philadelphia.
Correct. 10 points for this starter question. What 2-word epithet links the England Rugby Union captain Phil Vickery and the world middleweight boxing champion Jake LaMotta?
Sheffield Smith.
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull is right. Your bonuses are on sound, Sheffield. To the nearest whole number, how many seconds does sound take to travel 1 kilometre through the atmosphere at sea level? No point in looking blankly. Give me an answer.
5.
No, it's 3. A supersonic aircraft or other object creates a conical shockwave as it travels. Along what geometrical shape is a sonic boom heard at one instant on the ground?
No idea.
It's a hyperbola. And finally, if one sound transmits 100 times the power of another, it is louder by how many decibels?
10.
That's 20. 4.5 minutes to go, 10 points for this. Who links the 2004 novel Snobs, the screenplay of Gosford Park, the 1990s drama serial Our Friends in the North, and the BBC...
Central Lancashire Campbell.
Robert Altman.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. And the BBC 4 quiz, never mind the full stops. One of you buzz, Sheffield. No, it's Julian Fellows. 10 points for this. Which metal with the atomic number 24 is used to impart corrosion resistance as an alloy constituent in...
Sheffield Mackay.
Chromium.
Chromium is right. Your bonuses are on Italian Renaissance painters. What was the surname of the painter always known as Raphael?
Sanzio.
Sanzio, or Santi is correct. The major Venetian painter born about 1488 with the surname Vecellio is usually known by what name in English?
Titian.
Correct. The Florentine painter born Alessandro Filippi in about 1445 was given what nickname meaning little barrel?
Giacometti.
No, it's Botticelli. 10 points for this. Generally known by a 4-letter abbreviation. Which film reference website was started by the Manchester...
Central Lancashire Hodder.
IMDb.
Correct, yes. Internet Movie Database. Your bonuses are on a river, Central Lancashire. Havren, that's H-A-F-R-E-N, is the Welsh name for which major British river?
Severn.
Correct. Noted for its racecourse, which Monmouthshire town is situated at the confluence of the Severn and the Wye?
Doncaster.
You know nothing about geography. It's Chepstow. The birthplace of Charles Darwin. Which town on the River Severn is known in Welsh as Amwythig?
Amwythig.
I know it.
Aberystwyth.
I can't remember.
Come on.
Aberystwyth.
No, it's Shrewsbury. Right, 10 points for this. Executed in 1946, Ion Antonescu was conjugator or dictator of which country from...
Sheffield Mackay.
Romania.
Romania is right. Your bonuses then are on South American rodent, Sheffield. Of great commercial value, nutria is the soft underfur of which semi-aquatic rodent native to South America but present elsewhere as an introduced species?
No idea.
Koipu. Which rodent has its natural habitat in the high Andes and is widely bred for its valuable silver grey soft fur?
A chinchilla?
Correct. Native to the Andes, Cavia porcellus is the scientific name of which rodent popular as a pet in the UK but long used for food in South America?
Guinea pig?
Correct. 10 points for this starter question. In most taxonomic hierarchies, families are grouped into which rank?
Sheffield Smith.
Familiar.
No, anyone to buzz from Central Lancashire?
Central Lancashire Campbell.
Genus.
No, it's order. 10 points for this. Following Loch Lomond and the Trossachs in 2002, which mountainous area became Scotland's second national park in 2003?
Sheffield Smith.
Cairngorms.
Cairngorms is right. Your bonuses, Sheffield, are on 19th century prime ministers. In each case, give me the decade in which the following served successively as Premier. Earl Grey, Viscount Melbourne and the Duke of Wellington.
20s for which one? Not all.
Let's have an
Is
answer.
it 20s?
It was the 1830s. Lord William Grenville, the Duke of Portland, and Spencer Perceval.
The noughties?
The noughties?
Yeah.
The 1800s, yes, I'll accept that. Sir Robert Peel, followed by Lord John Russell for the remainder of the decade. Come on.
50s?
It was the 1840s. 10 points for this. Ocho, Sentada and Firulit are among the moves in which dance originating in Argentina?
Central Lancashire Ma.
Salsa.
No, you want to buzz, and up we go. The University of Central Lancashire have 90, Sheffield have 265. I'm afraid you were completely trounced, Central Lancashire. However, your institution's first appearance on this programme, a very, very good thing. I'd go and brush up on the map of England and Wales if I were you. And Sheffield, 265 is a terrific score. We shall look forward very much to seeing you in round two. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. But until then, it's goodbye from the University of Central Lancashire.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from the University of Sheffield.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.
Gang culture and violence on London streets in Panorama on BBC One now. Here on BBC Two, a summer feast of Indian food made easy next. And on BBC Three, if you're off on holiday, don't fall victim to tourist scams on The Real Hustle.